Lovely to see you again, or to meet you if you're new. Welcome back to episode 2 of decorating my room. I'm so excited and so thrilled with how it's going so far. Has been a little bit bumpy. Trying to find the right paint has been just the bane of my existence, but we're there now. We're only a few days in. I've only just started painting the room. We're gonna ignore my appearance throughout these videos, okay? The hair, a little bit crazy. The clothes are the same ones that I was wearing in the last vlog, just because, you know, I'm painting and it was only yesterday for me, so you know, it just makes sense to put on the same stuff, and then I'll probably obviously change throughout the week. Let me get you up to date with where we're at. So we've got the paint colour. I haven't started doing the pink yet. I'm still doing the white on the cove in the skirt and just getting basically my blank canvas before I start with the pink. I did 2 coats yesterday on majority of it, and then I think just around the bottom it needs its second coat. Today I'm going to do the 3rd coat of white, and then potentially a 4th coat I think is what it's going to need to make it fully like covered the pink. And then we can get started on the pink. I really hope it is the right colour. It feels like it is, so fingers crossed it looks how I think it's gonna look. My dad is currently in the room just unscrewing any bolts and like brackets and stuff off shelves, and like my TV bracket that I'm not gonna use anymore. So once he's finished, I'll take you in there and show you what it's looking like in the day currently. Enough rambling, let's get straight back on with the makeover. Okay, here is the room at the moment. That bracket is staying there because I'm actually going to put that shelf back, and honestly I can just paint around it. You won't really see it, so it's fine. This is what the paint is looking like. This is coat 1. You can see where I did extra coats of pink like last year and didn't because that's more covered. This is what the paint's looking like after 2 coats. I think it's covering pretty well, to be fair. It's definitely going to need 3, I think probably 4. Bring you into the main part of the room. Don't even talk about my vent, okay? It's the most disgusting thing ever. It makes my room freezing cold, hence why it's covered over and like there's paint all over it. I need to figure out something to do with that, but that's a job for another day. But this is what it's looking like. You see the swatches as well. Maybe I'll go over them once more, but they're gonna be covered in pink anyway, so that doesn't really matter. I do think it's looking pretty good, to be fair. I mean, it's obviously just the start, so, you know, I think this door definitely needs a clean. It looks so bad against the bright white, oh my God. You can see where I've done like little touch-up splodges as well, where there was just random bits on my wall. But like I said, so far it's only had 2 coats. Yeah, let's get on with the 3rd. Whenever I paint my room, it gets everywhere. Even if I am as calm and tamed with it as possible, it will be all over my body by the evening. So let's just ignore the little splodges of paint. Quick update, so I'm obviously still doing like the white coats. That's going to take me a little while, and it's definitely going to need 4, I've decided, just to completely cover it and make it as like flat as possible, you know? I just stopped for lunch, and while I was there I thought, you know what, let's just get this vanity ordered, otherwise I'm going to be spending the next week still deciding which one I want. So I'll show you what the 2 that I was like thinking between, and then I'll show you the one that I actually chose. So this is the original one that I found. It's like a vintage, gorgeous looking vanity. It comes with the stool, the decor, like wood carvings and everything matches all the other furniture that I did in my room. I do kind of like the mirrors. They were the one thing that bugged me, okay? The 2 that just sort of stick out, I just thought they looked a little bit odd. They just sort of hang in there. But other than that, it was a gorgeous vanity. The measurements were kind of good, a little bit bigger than what I was looking for, but it would fit and it would go nicely. But then I thought about kind of DIYing my own vanity and like making my own thing that no one else would have. You know what I mean? So then I found this, the separate vanity and the mirror, and what I'm gonna do is get the wood carvings that I used on my other furniture, paint them and everything, add them onto the drawers and on the tops of the mirror, and just kind of make my own thing. The vanity, actually, the mirror that comes with it is detachable, so that's fine. And I also found this separate little stool to add underneath it, which is only like 25 quid, which is brilliant. And I'll add the wood carving onto that, so it all ties in together. It's the perfect measurement for my room, and I'm just hoping it's gonna look how I'm picturing in my head. So yeah, I've just ordered all of that, so that's on the way, and I'm gonna go and continue to paint. Okay, just quickly, I tell a lie about the stool. When I told you that I'd ordered it, it then clicked in my brain, no, I haven't ordered it, and now I just ordered it, and I had to pay twice the amount of delivery because it was actually on the same website as the vanity that I ordered about 10 minutes before. So I paid double the amount of delivery to have them delivered separately. I'm very annoyed. But still, they're on their way now. So now let's go continue with the painting. is what we're working with. This is after 3 coats, and as you can see, it still is a little bit patchy, so it's definitely going to need a 4th coat. But I'm about to run out of white, so we're going to have to run to Wickes and get another tin, I think. Also, this tin, she is botched. We are back at Wickes. I don't even want to talk about my appearance. I just want to get in, get my paint, get out, get home, and forget that I had to do this. So let's go. Okay, I've come directly to the aisle. Luckily, they do have many more tins, and I believe this is the exact one I got, so let's get a second one. Back in the room, nice little golden hour moment. Got the fresh tin. I don't need to open it just yet though. Still got quite a bit in here. I just knew that I was going to need more. I've already started the 4th coat I think we're on now, and it's starting to look, I think, pretty good. Obviously I'm going to see how it looks in the morning. Something tells me it might just need one final coat tomorrow morning just to, you know, satisfy me, make sure it's all completely covered. But it is looking so much better. I'm just round on this corner now, and then obviously I'm going to do the bottom again. The bottom, I think I might just leave it 3 coats. I don't think it needs more than that, because most of it you won't really see anyway, and I can't be asked. Okay, I just thought I'd quickly cut in and show you what I'm doing now. I've done about half of the 4th coat, but just quickly, I'm going over with some sandpaper just on these bits where my dad like filled some holes earlier and they look a little bit dirty. So I'm just going to take away some of the bumps because that is not pretty. Ew. I look horrendous and I am aware, okay? I'm self-aware. I thought I'd just show you the final little cut off for day 3, I guess, that we're on, and sort of where I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, so feels like the sort of day to be decorating, you know. And we might have a little special guest here to help us, because painting the pink is going to be a big job. So here's where we've left off this evening. This has had now 4 coats, and don't get me wrong, it does look good, but I do think I'll see what it looks like when I wake up in the morning when it's had like all night to dry. I do think I'm just going to give it one more coat just to make sure it's completely, can you see how it's just ever so slightly patchy? I'm just going to do one more. So 5 coats in total. And obviously I've also done down there as well, and that's had about 3 coats, and honestly it doesn't need more than that. Don't ask me why it's different. I think because that's like obviously closer to the light so you can see it more. But either way, 3 coats for that has been fine. I've also like painted over all the little grooves and everything, sanded them down. So tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up, do a final coat of white, let that dry for a little bit, have some lunch, and then I think we're going to get started on the pink. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 4, 5. I don't even know what day we're on at this point. My hair is kind of greasy and needs a wash, but I kind of just want to leave it until I finish painting, honestly. Otherwise I feel like I'm just going to wash it and then I'll go back into the painting room. I will get paint in my hair. Okay, so we've twisted it back. We're not going to talk about it. I know that it looks awful, but it's just until the room is painted, at least. So, some new developments. Gone into the room this morning and the coats look pretty good. I think one more coat of white and then we can get started on the pink. So that is good. We're on track. I kind of accidentally may have bought the vintage looking vanity last night. So now I have 2 vanities on the way, 2 stools, and 3 different types of mirrors. I don't know what I've done. So yeah, I just decided I want the pretty one, you know. What am I like? Once the other one comes, I need to return it. I did try and cancel the order before it came, but it was like, oh, it's already been dispatched, so you're gonna have to wait till you get it to return it. I was like, right, okay. So I've got a lot of stuff on the way, but yeah, the vintage, like pretty princessy looking vanity is the one that I'm having. But the stool that comes with it has like a grey top on it, and I could get it reupholstered, but my sister actually wants a stool anyway, and her room theme is grey and white, so she's gonna take that. I'm gonna keep the other stool that I got and maybe put a pink fabric on it or something. I don't know, but we're on track now. We've got the right stuff on the way. I still need to find a lamp. I'm picking between these 2. These are the only successful things that I found. I did find this really beautiful like vintage looking lamp, but it was like 60 quid, and I just thought, for a lamp I'll eventually cave, but for now it's a bit expensive. I do actually want to go like antique shopping, like go to cute antique stores and like try and find like, you know, just one of a kind like pretty things. I do feel like I would have that kind of luck. Maybe I should do that sometime soon, and I'll find like a cute vintage lamp in there somewhere, and maybe some other bits. For now, we're continuing painting, so you're probably just going to see another montage of me painting, I'm going to be honest. Try not to make those bits too long because you can see what I'm doing, you know, and then we can just move on to the next step. So yeah, It is Sunday today, a nice chilled one. The weather is miserable. It actually thunderstormed last night. Let's go ahead and get back in the room. Just thought I'd quickly show you what podcast I've been listening to for the past few days. This is Hannah Alonso. I have been obsessed with her channel for like the past month. I don't even know how I stumbled upon anti-MLM content, but now it just consumes me, and I've watched nearly every single MLM horror story she's ever posted. Her voice is so calming. She's literally amazing. I just thought I'd recommend, if you're into anti-MLM, or you want to know what it is, search it up. It's like pyramid schemes and stuff. She like debunks like how they're just so dodgy and, you know, their common mistakes. They're just really, really good. So I recommend. This is what I've been listening to. Here is what coat 4 is looking like in the daytime. Very, very good. But like I said, one more. Though to be fair, like on bits like this, like I don't think this needs another coat. It's actually looking pretty good. Obviously compared to this white, you can see how fresh it looks, but that's about to be pink anyway. This door, now that it's got the bright white around it, where it's sun faded, obviously it's been in here a few years, it's not looking very white, but I've told myself that like I do hang a massive dress on here anyway for decoration, so it might not bother me that much. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the 5th coat. Tell me why it's taken 5 coats. Guys, I've got to tell you what just happened. Obviously I'm vlogging for TikTok and YouTube, so I was filming it for TikTok, but I include the clip here. Silly old me, I broke a shelf. It came flying down. Oh my goodness, it literally frightened the absolute life out of me. Look at my face. My dad had loosened the screws yesterday so I could like pull it out, paint behind it and then pop it back. I forgot that it had been loosened. I leant on it and it just came flying out of the wall. That frightened the absolute life out of me. Look at the aftermath. Oh God, it literally took like, it made dents in my wall where it had like smacked the wall as it went down. Luckily, I was on a ladder, so my baby tits are fine, but that was terrible. By the way, I've fully been using an ice cream spoon as a tin opener because I was too lazy to go into the shed and ask my dad for a tin opener. But this has worked pretty well, so I just thought I'd let you know. We're on to the 2nd tin of white. I'm going to give it a good old stir. Because my dad moaned at me yesterday and said, "Oh, are you sure you mixed it properly? It looks a bit milky." I'm like, yes. I'm just a girl, but I'm pretty sure I mixed it. Oh, I dipped it in way too far. A little hand check because we know that they're absolutely covered. Honestly, I don't even know how I do it. Even my sister was like, "What did you do? Just like paint and then just smear your hand over it?" I honestly have no idea. But I've finished the last coat of white. Obviously it's still drying, so it's still going to look a little bit iffy, but that's as far as I'm going. It's all ready to go, so you know what that means. We're starting the pink. Also, I'm really sorry, I just keep showing you the same sort of like area of my room for reference. It's just because all of this round here is like hard to see because of the wardrobe. But yeah, I'm about to start the pink. I'm excited, but I'm a little bit nervous. I really, really hope this is the colour I'm thinking it is. You're probably thinking, Cherrie, you've already looked at the swatches and done everything and confirmed that was the colour. But, you know, now that the room's empty, it's bright and I can really see it. Is it going to look different? I hope not. So yeah, I guess we just get going. I'm going to cut in first and make sure I cut in the entire room and then roller, which is the scary part because the rolling is what goes everywhere. And I mean, if I'm this bad with a controlled paintbrush, you can imagine how bad I am with a roller. So yeah. Pop the lid of the tin. Oh, it does look pretty. Obviously it's going to be slightly darker than that when it dries, but like I mean, I can't go back now. I've already opened the tin. This is what we're working with. She needs a stir, clearly. Oh, I'm excited and I'm so nervous. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I started doing the cutting in, as you can see, and I really feel like the camera's picking it up as a dark mauve, which has only just hit me that I was like, oh, do you know what? It's fine. The camera's just not picking it up well. My job and my life is on a camera. So if this comes up brown, that's really going to concern me. Because funnily enough, the other day I was talking to another girl that I follow on TikTok. She's amazing. I'll leave her TikTok here, buttercup. Her content is beautiful and I'm heavily inspired by her room, you know, the pink sort of thing with like vintagey furniture. And she even said like, oh, when I painted my room pink back in lockdown, in pictures it just sometimes ends up looking brown. So I'm not too confident about that. Yeah, I just feel like it's really not picking up the colour and I'm hoping that's maybe because the whole room's cleared out, it's looking a bit iffy. But no, something tells me it's genuinely gonna look brown. I'm currently trying to be a bit of a boss babe, okay? I'm trying to get this thing off and it's not really being successful. I've unscrewed my light switch. I'm going to change this so it doesn't matter if it gets a little bit dirty. I'm trying, my dad said to just like snap this and then just unhook it, but do you think it snaps easily? No, it doesn't. I can't get it off. I did a great difficulty and a big pair of kitchen scissors. I managed to snap it off. For a snack because cutting in, oh my god, is the most tedious job in the world. And because my room's such an awkward shape, like it's an awkward L shape, it just took forever. I haven't finished it yet. The first layer of cutting in, I've still got to do all up there and all along the bottom. Don't even get me started. But I've done majority and it's actually looking like such a pretty colour. It's such a shame the camera's kind of darkening it a little bit, but you can kind of see it's looking pretty good. I'm so excited. But like I said, it's taken me forever and I'm literally going insane. So I have requested the help of my sister to come and start the rolling process. Mainly on this wall where that's like dried and everything, so she can at least get the first coat done. And hopefully we'll get this fully painted, I want to say 2 days max more, and then it will be the redecorating, like the putting stuff back in, you know. Oh, there she is. Say hello. Hi. She's going to start rolling that side while I continue to cutting on this side. So this is your area of business. Okay, I'll set it up for you in a sec. It's currently just gone 5 o'clock Sunday evening and I started painting 2 days ago. Yeah, we're gonna carry on with this. Take me by seaside, baddies on the go, yeah, 3 to 5 from noon. Okay, quite honestly, the hair is a mess. It's greasy, it needs a wash, but I'm hoping that the last of the painting will be done tomorrow so I can wash it then. But let me show you a final look at the room this evening. I'm hoping to only have to do one more coat, I think is all it's going to need tomorrow. And then I'll give it a day to dry and we can start moving stuff back in. So this is what the room's looking like. The light is actually quite bright. Let me tone it down and see if you can actually see the proper colour. I mean, to be fair, that's a little bit better. Obviously it's a lot more pink in real life, but it looks so good. Even like most of it looks so even. It doesn't really need a second coat in most areas, but I'm obviously just going to do it like places like this, you know, just to give it, you know, make sure it's completely smooth. But oh my goodness, the colour is actually kind of perfect. I'm really, really happy with it. Yeah, I think one more coat in the morning should be good. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. We are at day 6, I believe, in our little room makeover series. Please, again, ignore the hair. I feel like I keep saying that. And I feel like people don't really care. So should I just stop saying that? Oh my goodness. Oh, that threw the absolute life out of me. I went to stop the video, but she started fucking speaking. I thought it was my phone. No, I didn't call you. Shush. We've had so many jump scares throughout these videos. Right, I was just going to say, I've chucked my hair up in a little claw clip, that's why you can't see it. And do you know what? The roots are rooting, the grease is definitely greasing. But I told myself I'm going to leave it till tomorrow, because tomorrow is when I can finally start moving things back into my room. So then I'll be all nice and fresh in a fresh room, you know? Anyway, we're at day 6. Me and my sister did the full pink first coat last night. And thankfully, it's looking like it's only going to need one more coat to finish it off. So I'm going to do that today. Hopefully, I get it all done within the next couple of hours. I do all the cutting in and then do the roller and then it's done. If I need some extra help, my sister will be home later to help me finish it off. Now, I can imagine you're probably thinking, why haven't you done the carpet yet? Now, honestly, I'm not. I did think about getting new carpet and my mum even said to me this morning, like, are you going to put new carpet in there, like a fresh layer? As much as I would love to put fresh carpet in there, and it probably wouldn't be that expensive because it's quite a small room. I'd have to just get like awkward cut-offs, you know, which is what I had to do last time, to be fair, for the carpet that's in there now. It's honestly just not worth it. One, I'm hoping to move into actually this room that I've been residing in for the last few days when my sister moves out sort of mid next year. So it's really only going to look like that for a few months. house. And again, you're probably thinking, well then why are you decorating it now? Because I'm bored, okay, and because it's going to be fun. There's really no point in getting new carpet, and also most of it will be taken up by the bed, wardrobe, vanity and everything. You won't even see a lot of it because it's such a small room. There's a lot of furniture, and I'm putting a huge rug right in the middle, which is like the main sort of area that you'll see the carpet of anyway, so you won't see the carpet. Does that make sense? Yeah, in conclusion, no new carpet's going down. As much as I'd love to, it's just an expense I don't need to pay right now. But when I move into this room, she's got grey carpet, which to be fair is looking a lot better than mine, but I would definitely be changing it because I'm sick of grey. Let's carry on with the painting. Here is what the first coat's looking like. I feel like the more that I'm in this room, my phone will just be like, yeah, this is the colour. It looks so good. I'm so happy with the colour. I was really on and off as I was painting it, thinking, oh, do I like it? And then I did, and then I didn't. But honestly, I think it actually looks really, really good. So I'm really, really happy with it. But we actually ended up finishing this tin yesterday. As you can see, it is destroyed. I genuinely was convinced that, oh, one tin's probably going to be enough. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up needing the second tin that we got. Thank God we did, because the first tin literally to a T, minus these little spillages, covered the entire room one layer. So yeah, looks like a second tin is exactly what we needed. So let's look at the difference. Let's pry open the fresh tin. With every single coat that I've done, I've awkwardly started in the middle of this wall. Don't ask me why. It's just become a little tradition now, and it's just where I like to start. So I start on this big wall and then I work my way round to the left. But today I'm going to start with this side, get this all cut in, do the rollering, so then this can be drying, and then as soon as this is dry, I can shuffle that back into the wall and have all of this space. It's what my sister said was a good idea, and it does sound like a good idea. So we're going to start here. And of course, I'm listening to Hannah Alonso with her many, many MLM horror stories. Let's go. We have finished the next wall, and I actually went a little bit further than I thought I was going to and got a lot more done very, very quickly. So I did all of this wall as promised, and then I even went up along here, down here, and then along here. So this whole wall is done. I'm aware that I very, very quickly moved that around, but you're going to see it very, very soon when it's done. For now, I'm going to take a quick break, but I've just had a little brainwave, or I haven't had a brainwave. I'm just debating whether I've had a brainwave. Question. I mean, by the time you're seeing this, it's going to already be done, but I'm posing the question anyway. I'm not sure what to do about that. Like the little like white thing that, yeah, I feel like, do most people have these in their house anymore? I feel like it's quite an old fashioned thing. We've got like I don't even know how old my house is, but either way, I still like the vibe of it and everything. Do I keep it all white, or do I actually paint the centre pink? Because I mean, it's going to feature in a lot of my videos, like when I do my sort of like fashion filming videos, I'm normally standing here and you can see that in the background, and it's just hit me that most of it is all going to be white now. You're not going to see much pink in the background in my videos. So do I paint the inside pink? My Minnie Mouse ears do go there, so it has some sort of decoration. But do I leave it white, or do I do the middle pink? I'm gonna go have a snack, go chill for a sec, have a drink, and then I'll think about maybe painting that pink. I don't know. The funny thing is, it's originally clear. I think it's actually just a clear glass, like frosted window. Like we've all got them above our doors, but I think initially we ended up painting them white because one, if someone's out on the landing like late at night, the light obviously shines through, and two, like it's just a bit weird to have like a random glass window at the top. I've never considered it that way. It's always been blocked in. So I'm gonna go mull it over, and I guess we'll see after what I've decided. I decided to do it. It's only had one coat, so don't judge, but I do honestly think that it looks better now that it's not like just a stark white block, you know, in my room. I like that there's a little bit of separation. So I'll definitely be giving that a second coat. I think that looks so much better. I'm in a bit of a predicament at the moment because I've just looking... Let me get it up actually, let me get out my findings. So I'm currently in a bit of a predicament. I've been looking online and I found, let me go back, found some really cute like light switches and plug sockets. I hope you can see those. On B&Q, they're relatively, they're relatively cheap, to be fair. It does kind of bug me that there's like the white in the middle, so it makes it look a little bit cheap. I've also been looking at extension leads because I think I definitely, because that plug socket down there used to be my main one, obviously, when my head was down that end. I feel like it's just going to end up getting made redundant and not used for much because all the business now is going to be down this end. So I'm going to get a huge extension lead that I can plug in and then just sort of go around the back of my bed to go here. So then I've got more, you know, plugs and whatever. Obviously I'm not going to overload them too much because that is not good, but just so that way that plug socket's not just made redundant. This is obviously now going to be my main plug socket because the shelf that I had originally there, my Cinderella shelf, is going back, and I'm planning on doing like a projector type situation instead of my TV, just because I think my TV is ugly. Like, it's the one big black box in my room, you know, which obviously can't be helped unless I buy like a proper gold frame TV, which right now I don't plan on doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my TV up in my loft for a couple weeks, see how I get on without it and without a projector as well, and see, you know, how it is just using my Mac if I want to, you know, watch something in bed or whatever. Hopefully it will promote me to watch stuff less and pick up a book more. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If I decide I just want to go back to a TV, I'll just ask my dad to mount it on that wall and then just decorate it somehow so it blends in. Or I was thinking I will get a projector that I can pop on the shelf that used to be here, project onto that wall, and if like the people look a bit too pink, you know, because of the wall colour, I can just get like a white like sheet, or you can even actually buy, I've just been looking on Amazon, you can get like projector screens that you just pop on the wall and you can take off and fold up and whatever. So I'll look at doing something like that. I'm still not fully decided yet, and we're like nearly done with the room, so I do kind of need to get a move on with this and decide how I want it. But yeah, for now those are my options in terms of having like a TV in my room. I know some people don't like to have a TV in their room. I personally do. I just like snuggling up with a big old TV on with a cozy film or whatever. And also when I'm reading my books as well, I do like to put like a fireplace on in the background for me to sort of feel cozy even though it's not doing anything. I don't know, we'll see, but those are some more debates that I've got to have with myself. Now we've got to do the last wall of painting, and then once I've done that I'll go back and do the second coat up there, and that should be all the painting other than like a few clean-up jobs from the white. So let's stop rambling, shall we? Also, I am fairly convinced that being in this room with all this paint and everything and just what I've been touching and stuff really not worked with my skin, hence why I've got a bit of a breakout on my forehead. I'm obviously sweating in here and the sun's just come out and is blinding me, and yeah, I don't think this is all a good combination, so that's why my skin's having a bit of a moment, so just ignore that. And finally all of the painting is finished. I did just recut in just over there, so that's why that looks a bit splotchy, but it will dry, it's fine. Just because there was a little bit, like just from the angle that I'm standing, I didn't quite go up as far as I needed to, so I just finished that off and a little bit over there as well. But yes, all the painting is finished. I even did a second coat of that, so obviously that's got to dry. It won't look as patchy when it's dry. I am just so pleased with it. Like, now that I can fully see it all in the room in the light, the colour is beautiful. It is a beautiful colour. I'm really happy with it. Okay, and that is the end of part 2. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I probably look completely different to what you've just seen. Chances are, because I'm actually filming this literally as I'm editing. This is a few weeks after, I think, what, like maybe just about a month after I've actually done the room. But I thought that I would film in a different room so you couldn't see it behind me, so the end result is not, you know, exposed, even though if you are prevalent on my Instagram, my TikTok, you've already seen my room a bunch of times anyway, but still, you know, just to keep the magic and the illusion, I'm back in my sister's room. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to give it a like down below. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And I will see you in the Room Makeover Diaries part 3. Bye!